At first, I called it voodoo and witchcraft.
To me, it's an edge. I'm always looking for an edge.
One of the most innovative things in the industry.
You're gonna want the right hook, you're gonna want the right rod, you're gonna want the right sound.
You couldn't take one away from me. You know, I get the question a lot, do you think that HydroWave actually works? Well, I know it does.
You know, fish basically feed off of 3 stimulus. One is sight, which can be very, very limited. The other is scent, which the disbursement of scent is a very difficult thing in freshwater. But their most active stimulus is sound.
What the HydroWave is basically it's fish feeding sounds. And what that does is gets the bait excited, gets the fish excited. In return, you catch more fish.
I always watch my depth finder. Since I've started using the HydroWave, you start to see way more arcs of them coming up and moving off the bottom. More so than I've ever seen in my entire life.
The hardest bite is the first one. It always is. So once you get one bass on a school of fish or even in shallow fish, and he sees that other one eating, he's thinking, I better go ahead and get in on this. It's going down, whether he wants to or not. Now you know they're there. And what that does for me is, whether or not I got bit or not, it gives me confidence. I know they're there. So when I know they're there, I fish better. This is the H2, the new model. And to me, one of the coolest things about the new model is the sounds. I mean, there's so many sounds on here. There's 16 sounds.
All of the sounds in HydroWave are natural sounds. They're real difficult to capture.
We look like idiots when we're doing it.
You know, using a very high-tech hydrophone. It takes hours and hours and hours of actual recordings.
And I mean, that was recorded.
In order to come up with a really good loop.
I know that a bass can relate to that, man. We're speaking his language.
One of the other things I get asked a lot is, how hard is this HydroWave to use? You know, I'm just an average club fisherman, or I don't know anything about it. Well, we've taken the guesswork out of it for you, essentially. You're wanting to mimic your environment, but we've already put together those loops, you know, from Kevin Van Dam, Jeff Crete, and several other fishermen. All of their influence has gone into the making of these loops to make it easy for you. It becomes a pause play situation when you're out on the lake, basically, because we've done all the work.
I am the most skeptical human being on earth. And I'm a creature of habit in fishing. Here's the best way to put it. What I've seen with the HydroWave over the last 2 years, there is no way on earth I do not want that on the front of my bow.
On the Bassmaster Elite Tour, 100 guys run a HydroWave. They all run a HydroWave.
I look at my HydroWave now like I look at my GPS, like I look at my shallow water anchors, and I could not imagine having my boat without it.
Go to a tournament. Just walk down there when everybody's pulled up and just look at the boats. Look at the trolling motors and look up there. I'm telling you, out of 108 guys, 105 have them.
You know, at HydroWave, it's our goal to continue to be a force in the industry and continue to give back to the industry. We're very involved with the Elite Series. We're very involved with the local tournament scene. We're involved with the Boat US Collegiate Championship. But we're going to continue to be there for fishermen. We're going to continue to innovate, and we're going to continue to help make you a better fisherman.
HydroWave is not just for bass anymore. Whether we're talking about ice fishing, whether we're talking about summer fishing.
The best way to put it is when that is on, it's a good thing.
To me, it's a no-brainer. If I'm fishing against you, I'd just soon you not have one.